Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nathan Network of podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone.
What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Matthew Kachuk.
Are you guys all drunk?
Your Amtrak, did I dream discussing we should get a new intro with you on this very show, not these last 20 episodes consecutive?
What do you want the new intro to be?
New noises, an explosion, an old-timey car noise, awooga, and then a cash register going ching, 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 ching.
Okay. I will try to get that done by Thursday.
And the following quote from me: I claim Reed Schaefer as my own.
Okay. All right.
That's what I want to listen to for the next 3 years.
I will try to get that done. Any other thoughts on a new intro?
Can I be in it?
No.
All right.
Chalmers, you want to say a quote for the intro right now?
I say a lot. I can't think.
Daily Face Off is your favorite website.
Daily Face Off is my favorite website.
What do you want to
in the
hear
world.
blown back in your face for the next 36 months?
No, just that I love Daily Face Off and everything about it, even their starting goalie tool.
Hey, well, right now up at dailyfaceoff.com, Stuart Skinner, Chalmers, you'll like this, listed as the likely starter.
Oh, wow. A new vernacular. Likely.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is when a goalie does something like, is in the starter's net during warm-ups.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be fun. It's a big week this week. That's
wait. Skinner is now confirmed.
Ooh, real-time confirmation.
Yeah, what's your bullshit other app got to say about that?
I don't know. Don't go there anymore.
Do you want to talk about that last Oilers game? Perhaps some sort of miraculous comeback?
That was unbelievable. And I talked about this on Oilers Nation Every Day with Tyler Yaremchuk, which is an everyday show that I host. And I said, sometimes when the Oilers have these comebacks, you can feel them coming, right? I didn't feel that one coming at all.
No. Louis DeBrusque and Jack Michael started the third period.
What was the vibe?
They go, you know what? If the Oilers score one, it could just break wide open. I was like, that is ridiculous that they're that positive in a game that is so obviously fucked.
Okay.
And then lo and behold, that they didn't come back.
Yeah, so I have 2 points to this, and I'll get to my second question because it's a cool question. But my first statement was I wasn't able to make it to brunch with Ben because our hockey game went a little long, and my kids stopped. So we got out of my son's hockey game, and it was 3-0. And as a good father, I put it on the radio. And I don't really put it on the radio because I like listening to Jack. So I put it on my phone, but through the truck. But we don't really watch it. It just sits on the dash.
Yep.
Don't want to be distracted driving.
A lot of description there.
Well, because I want you to know I'm listening to Jack. Because that's the point of this.
When you go over the top with excuses, that means you're doing what you're saying you're not doing.
Okay. Anyways, Jack, right at 3-0, we score, and it's exciting. And Jack is on one. He's pumped up, and he says the sentence, I feel like this has the making of a season-changing third period here.
Yeah, he did. And he's like, they're going to look back on this game potentially.
Yeah, and it's like, then we pop another one, and man, that was exciting. So the second question is, or the second statement, but question, how was the vibe throughout the first and second period at brunch with Ben? I'm sure everybody was, having a good time, but kind of down because the game was not going the way we wanted it to, but then all of a sudden...
So the biggest cheers for the first 40 minutes was when Tyler was jumping on the mic to give prizes away.
Yep.
Other than that, it was pretty quiet in the old Soho. It started off well. Dan had some chants going early. The room was full. It was, hey, Tyler was packed in there.
Yeah, and I love that spot.
It's really nice.
We throw great parties everywhere, but there is something just so perfect about Soho in my opinion.
How was doing
It's a live venue, that's why.
Yeah.
I was doing the live show there. It looked like you had a nice setup.
Unbelievable, man. So they got a stage with like 8 power outlets, and I could plug in all my lights, and I had a table, and the shot was perfect because there's just a black curtain behind you. It was sick. Although next time I was debating if I flipped it around, would it be cooler if behind me the bar was just happening?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
so
wicked.
that's probably the play next time. That's the lesson I learned.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. I had so much fun. Bagnook hopped on the live show with me.
I did. I was sad I didn't play with those drums that were behind you, though. That's what I really wanted to do, was play on that drum set. But the the atmosphere was great, but it was quiet, right?
Yeah.
It was a room full of people that were hoping for something better than being down by 3 goals.
Yeah.
But then when it turned around in the third, man, that place came alive. Let me tell you. It was loud. The cheers were loud. Everybody was in a great mood. We had more prizes to give away. All of a sudden, the ovations for Tyler were getting louder. It was fun to be in there on
The
Saturday.
beers were flowing. Everybody stayed after the game.
Caesars were good, delicious. The pizza was great. I had a rally pizza in the second intermission.
Did you?
That's what did it.
Their pizzas there,
You did your part.
huge
Enormous.
and great.
Fantastic.
That piece you posted, Bag Milk, looked like it was the size of a toilet seat.
It was. And like I had plenty to bring home after the game as well. It was just a monster pizza. So good.
So then after
Would you
the
say that
game,
had a lot to do with the Oilers' comeback, that pizza?
I think
I
everything.
feel like I deserve, if not most of the credit, like
Sure.
78 to 90% of
Well,
it.
you made the wise and brave choice to have a rally pizza to
Yes.
rally the squad.
And
back.
it was the secondary. It was like the secondary scoring that got us there too, which is nice.
Boosh finally got a shot on
Boosh,
net.
yeah.
Well, McDavid and Draisaitl, I believe, weren't on the ice for either of those first 3 goals.
No,
Holloway.
none of them. But then obviously
Slowly becoming the factor.
beautiful passing play to win the game.
Sick.
But like, I remember what my hot take of the season was Boosh was going to get 20 goals. When he gets the first one, he's like, "That's his first NHL or first goal of the season." I'm like, holy Christ! Really? He hasn't have one yet. Then he gets the second one. I loved it. That shot was unbelievable.
That second one
like
was
right
nice.
right under the bar.
Yeah.
But it's like we were saying last week, he's the guy that he needed one. Like he
Yeah.
was gripping the stick,
Well,
like white knuckling that fucking thing.
And
all season.
Holloway needed one, and like to see them both get one and in such a big moment was really good. And that does kind of have season changing vibes. Like we'll see going into this week. That's 4 games this week coming up. A back-to-back out of town.
If that means more depth scoring, that's what we've been needing all season. Like it can't be the Connor and Leon show all the time. And it's amazing when you get a little depth scoring, what that does to turn around the whole team in a comeback situation like that.
Another thing that happened on Saturday was Leon scored the eventual game winner with 2 minutes left, and then he knocks Jacob Trouba's stick out of his hand.
Unbelievable.
as
That
he's
was
skating
so
by.
funny.
It's awesome.
He's such a troll, and the best part about it is that he's writing the checks, and he's going to back them all up too, because you can't stop him. I loved it.
Jay, I was calling them Bouchard lasers on Twitter. And people were like, "Are you having a stroke?" They're called Boosh bombs. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to call them that anymore. How does that
Whatever you
sound?
want.
There's someone out there that may
Hey?
disagree with that.
You know what? I'm going to call them something completely different now. Fuck.
Apropos of nothing, just
Yeah, just, you know
Off
what?
the
They're
dome.
called Bouchard lasers. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I will grant you that.
a Bouchard berserker.
Bazooka. There's a lot of stuff you could call it.
Call them BGs.
Call it a dad dinger.
That's good. A dad ding.
Your M-Chuck. That mustache is disgusting. Looks like 2 eyebrows got together and they're wrestling.
It's the end of April or the end of November. I mean, and you
What?
have
Are you
that.
having...
No, he needs to
I
keep
want
it
him to
till
keep
April.
it. I think he looks great.
I would
I
like
feel
to
like
see
that
if-
should be his punishment for raising not $1 during November and growing a mustache anyway.
What, a guy can't
gotta
just
keep
grow
it for a whole
mustache
year?
anymore?
You did it under the guise of
That's like-
November, though.
Because
Yeah.
I knew it would help me get away with it, which is
It's
very greasy.
It's Mo 23 for you.
Yeah.
It's like fake credit, though. People are probably like, this guy's such a good guy.
Stolen valor is what it is.
Stolen valor.
You know
Exactly.
what? That actually makes that makes me feel bad. Okay,
Yeah.
one sec.
Yeah.
No, but if
I
you
feel
run
so
it, no. But here, if you run it for all of December too, then it was just a coincidence that you started it in
Yeah,
November, and now
then
you're
it's
not
fine.
taking stolen valor anymore.
That's fine.
Now you're not wearing your
All right.
camo everywhere.
No, I'm going to
Thank you
find
for your
someone.
service.
I know someone who is doing Movember. I'm literally going to donate to him right now.
No,
Right
you're,
now?
you're
I feel
gonna
bad.
do. You're gonna do Mo Sember,
Yeah,
which is an extension of Movember into December.
Mocember,
And we're gonna Mocember, and we're gonna raise some money in Mocember.
and then just keep doing it up until Mapril, Mopril.
After we sign Sam Bennett, we're gonna have the mustache trio of the team of Stuart Skinner, Sam Bennett that we trade for apparently, and Tyler Yaremchuk.
we not
And
put-
apparently Hamblin. Hamblin's got a tash.
Does he?
I think so.
Yeah, he said his favorite player
Yeah,
was
was
Yanni
that in the
Nienema.
dressing room beside Reed Wilkins today?
What's that?
Oh, there was a photo on social I saw of some new Oiler or a guy who's new to me with a big dirty stash standing beside Reed Wilkins.
Yeah, that's Hamlin.
So he's coming in tonight. He's an Edmonton boy, Southside Athletic Club product.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a quote saying his favorite player was Yanni Niinema. I don't know what that's about, but
it evolved.
I respect-
Yanni Niinema, then Ryan Smith, then Alice Hemsky, and Taylor Hall.
okay.
Taylor Hall, eh?
And what's the story about this
Gregor's
guy?
got the quote for you.
Okay.
Yanni
But the
Niinema was
check
my
his brain.
first favorite player, then Ryan Smith, then Alice Hemsky, then Taylor Hall. It was pretty emotional calling my dad and telling him I was coming up. I'm getting to play tonight.
Coming home, Dad.
From Kevin Carius as well. 3 players
Yes.
from SSAC will be playing in tonight's game.
Benson.
Skinner,
On the same
Benson,
team.
and Hamblin.
Stuart Skinner's an SSAC
Yes,
product.
sir.
So,
I
well-
did not know that.
Well, they're not just all SSAC. They all played on the same team.
Wow.
So I'm looking
Whoa.
right now at
Nobody
that
makes
roster.
an anonymous Oiler than SSAC.
That team must have been pretty good.
So well, obviously they would have been just loaded. But yeah, there was those 3, and also the New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils. David Quenneville was on that team, so they had another NHLer in there as well.
Wow. So what's the story with Hamblin? I don't know much about this guy.
Undrafted,
Undrafted?
Mustache.
hardworking, captain of the Medicine Hat Tigers.
Not big, is he?
Captain.
But he's fierce.
Is he?
Is he bigger than Yamamoto, height-wise?
Yes,
He's fierce.
He's fierce.
I think he's like 185 pounds.
I think he's lighter.
He is listed at 5'9", so take that as you will.
Oh, man.
Damn, I
5'9" of tenacity.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that small for whatever reason.
5'9", 5'9", buck 76.
So with that kind of figure, you assume he's more of a playmaker / goal scorer?
Nope.
He's a banger and a crasher, is he?
That can score a bit.
He's a fighter, actually.
He was
Heavyweight.
a scorer in junior, of course.
Yeah, and with the SSAC Lions, he was as well.
His last
Lions.
year with the Medicine Hat Tigers in 63 games played, he had 36 goals, 56 assists for 92 points.
And went undrafted.
And last year with the Condors, he
So-
scored 21 times.
So why does a guy like him go undrafted with that
Size.
kind of number?
There's
Size?
still a stigma around size
Bunch of
sometimes.
size queens out here, Charlie.
Tiny.
Size shame.
Well, let's see how it looks tonight. What do you think he's going to get, like 5 minutes?
He's gonna get 5 goals.
Okay.
5 goals.
Is that expected?
10 minutes of Pims.
Is that likely?
First shot, first goal syndrome.
Well, it's
He's
actually,
gonna go Mario Lemieux.
I'm really curious to see how much he plays because, like, the Oilers are missing half their
They have
team
to
right
play
now.
him. They have to play
I'm
him.
missing everybody, yeah.
McLeod out.
What do you mean they're missing
Fogle out.
everybody?
Well, let's go
Cloud,
through.
Fogle, Yamo, Kane. They're missing 4 of their top 9.
Damn.
It's not good, not great.
Not good.
Did you see that footage of Kane standing on the bench, like fiddling with a stick?
I love that he was going on the road trip.
I thought that was interesting too that he went on the road trip with the boys.
He
Yeah,
wanted to go to New York.
I'm trying to really read into that. Like he just wants to go on the trip.
Yeah, free
Or-
trip.
Have
to
you
New
ever
York,
stayed
baby.
home when your friends went on a trip? It sucks.
I agree. That's why I'm like, is it the FOMO? That's why he's going because
For
most
sure.
guys would stay home.
Where is this road trip? Or was that to New York?
That was, yeah.
Oh,
he
well,
was-
of course.
He was posting on his Instagram when his wife came with him, and they were like at Thanksgiving dinner with some friends in New York. So this was a personal.
Yeah,
trip
like
for
he's
them.
going on it's like a paid vacation.
I mean,
Yeah.
I highly doubt he's stepping on the plane to go to Minnesota and Chicago.
Hey, you
No,
never know.
it's back to
Depends how
back.
he feels about deep dish.
He's like, "Fuck, I gotta get to Giordano's."
What do they eat in Minnesota? Muskeg?
He just wants to go see Mall of America.
Yep.
Some
I'm looking
orange
at
chilies.
Tonka.
so that year, all those guys played together with Southside Athletic Club. Stuart Skinner, great numbers. He had a 175 goals against average in 21 games. Great. It was hard to score on a young Stuart Skinner. James Hamblin, quiet year, 8 goals, 10 assists in 33 games. And then there's Tyler Benson,
120 points.
57 goals, 89 assists, 146 points in 33 games. Tax on another 37 in 11 playoff games.
He was
He was
a
like- he was like-
dynamo in Bantam.
And he was like the talk
But
of
then what
the
happened? He
town.
got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Was he just?
He got
like,
hurt.
He's not a good
He was
skater.
the talk of the town at like 13.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
know. Is he like one of those kids that I have no idea? I'm just asking. Was he just like one of those kids that was way bigger than everyone else?
He might have been big. He might have grew earlier, but he's clearly a talented and
Of course,
smart
I've seen
hockey
But it
player.
doesn't.
Then he got
I don't
hurt,
know.
right?
Like
Ramchuk?
clearly
Did he,
bigger
like,
than
suffer,
everybody
like, a big injury?
at that age. I remember when I played for CAC and Joey Bastian and Mike Comrie played together, and they had like 150 40 points and 130 points. And then the next,
Yeah, but they were really good.
well, clearly Tyler Benson was really good. It had nothing to do with him being just bigger than anybody. Comrie wasn't bigger than everybody. And Bastian was not a. He was probably the same size as Benson. He's probably like 5'10".
Like, I remember playing against Sean Bell in summer hockey, and he was just so much bigger than everybody else. He would just bulldoze through everyone, like just juggernaut style.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Benson was good. Then he went to junior, and he had injury issues. But as we all seen, skating's not a strong suit. He's just a really smart player, but he's trying to reinvent himself to stay at the NHL level, and he's bringing like grit.
I like the little sassiness he's got.
Yeah, he's trying to be a pest. I think that's what you're going to notice from him. Yeah, because there was kind of a clear message to him that like, hey, like you got to change your game if you want to be a bottom six guy because you're not going to be a top six guy.
But you see it from time to time, his skill with
the passing is amazing.
He's a great passer. See it from time to time. But yeah, like unfortunately, it's just how his game is. He has to evolve it to be able to stay up. But yeah, be a pest. We need more pests.
So absolutely, desperately need more pests.
Go SSAC Lions tonight. I'm cheering for all three of them equally. You go in a time machine and maybe go 12 years ago. You're all in on Benson. Nope. Equal up to Skinner. Love him. Happy for the new guy getting his first crack. Hamblin. And I'm happy to see Benson back. Yeah. Go Lions.
The guy who was second on the team in scoring that season for the SSAC Lions was Josh Patterson, who none of you guys will know, but he is the fourth line center for the University of Alberta Golden Bears. I like him. One of my favorite players on the team. So anyways, just wanted to get that out there.
I'm glad that we're getting Florida right now because I had them as like coming out of the East and straight up they're two wins in their last 6 games since the Oilers lost. Like
they only have 10 wins through 21 games this season. Like the Oilers, they've underwhelmed.
Well, and I wonder how much with them specifically, like losing Mackenzie Weegar as part of that trade. Like Tkachuk is doing a lot of really good things in Florida, but they can't keep the puck out of the net.
Yeah.
They were missing Ekblad for a big chunk of time, right? Yeah. So that's going to help.
No Barkov tonight.
But no Barkov.
That's huge. That is huge. Because he's like Selke-esque.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy ain't 5'9", that's for sure.
No. But he does a lot of the heavy lifting on that first line, too, for Florida. So I'm expecting Tkachuk won't be as effective tonight, Chalmers.
Eyes with Sam Bennett. Those two are going to be physically...
They'll be annoying.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I don't think they'll be as
There's
effective.
nobody to really make him answer the bell tonight. Who's going to...
Hamblin.
Yeah, Hamblin. Big goon.
Oh, God. So exciting. Exciting game tonight.
Yeah, no Kane either for that Tkachuk sort of
Kane's
rivalry.
Out?
What?
No Kane for that Tkachuk rivalry is what I said. And Jade.
Well, I had to interrupt before you finished it.
Yeah, I know. Cool.
Yeah, I know. Good.
Maybe we needed another 6-pack of those Pepsi Minis. The energy's a little low in here right now.
I'm trying to think about the caffeine that I had in this coffee that I had because you said that I'm allowed to have 400 milligrams in a day.
So I was looking up caffeine intake the other day because I need to get more healthy, and I saw that your M-Chuck had a Pepsi Mini, but it was a Max.
Max.
Pepsi Mini Max. And I was wondering what the caffeine content in that little mini was. And it was 43 milligrams.
Yes.
And Zach got us talking about that we are a safe consumption of caffeine for a day. A daily intake is 400 milligrams.
Okay.
And they say that a large black coffee has 80 milligrams. So technically...
So like bagged milk size.
That looks a little bigger. That's probably like 100, 120, something like that.
So what we're looking at is a McDonald's large.
Yeah, so you could probably have like 3.5 to 4 of those safely in a day. But you can't have any more caffeine. Anymore, and you're going to
have to stop after the 4.
You're going to start giving the old kicker a workout.
It actually makes me happy to know that I feel like I'm in line now. I thought I was drinking too much coffee. It sounds like I'm coming in under the bar.
But you're not drinking anything else with caffeine for the whole day other than that coffee? Like, are you having a Coke Zero? Are you having like anything?
I'm not a big pop guy. I drink a lot of coffee though.
Yeah,
a lot of coffee.
But
this is my third coffee of the day.
It's your third. Will you have another one?
No. Or else I won't.
Well, maybe just jump down to 3 to try to avoid an early jammer. Just
What's a jammer?
A jammer is a heart attack.
You call it a jammer?
Oh, jammer. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
An early
What
jammer.
are you, a long haul trucker?
Yeah, jammer 19.
Oh, him? No, I got jammed up.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. Your heart gets all jammed up. You have a jammer.
Yeah.
And you need the defib.
So you're worried about your caffeine intake?
I'm worried about a lot of my intakes. Got a lot of intakes that aren't great.
Well, last week I said I was going to cut down on drinking, and everyone ridiculed me for that. So
Yeah, well, it's
interested
Christmas
to see where
season.
this
You can't
goes.
cut
Your
down on.
Chuck, how did you get the Pepsi Max for everyone at home?
I don't want to say.
Why not?
Okay.
What is it?
He bought an 8-liter barrel of rum at the liquor store. They gave it to
More or
him
less.
with a
Came with
sign
100
that
mils of Pepsi.
Condolences
That-
on your liver.
You bought
That is
that
what
much
you got
booze?
for buying an 80.
No, I bought a bottle of whiskey, and actually, it
I
was.
still owe you a
You do.
bottle.
But actually, it was 3 weeks ago. I went and bought a bottle of whiskey for my friend, and then because it was his birthday, and the deal was, boy, do I ever sound like an without it. I was buying it for a friend, I swear.
Yeah.
But
It
the
wasn't
giveaway-
for my toilet tank in my master bedroom.
Yeah.
The deal was, if you bought a bottle of whiskey, you got a 6-pack of Pepsi Max of these little guys. I've never had them before, but I like them because I like a good can of pop.
He's buzzing.
You're a little
He's maxed
jittery.
out right now.
Little jittery.
Yeah,
But
you're-
this is just,
No
sometimes-
sugar?
No sugar.
fine.
That's I
The
pivoted
stuff
to those.
that's got no sugar, though, that's worse for you, man. Like,
It's got some mystery chemicals
You know what?
in there.
That's fair.
Eat right, stay fit, die anyway.
yeah.
Plus those mini
Just
cans
later.
you can hold up and feel
Just
like you're
maybe
a giant.
later.
Am I right, your M-Chuck?
Pardon?
You can hold those mini cans up and feel like a giant.
Yeah.
Well, I look like an.
You do. You look like Andre the Giant drinking a normal
Pretend
Bud
it's a
Light.
real can and you're Big Dick Daddy.
Yeah.
It's Christmas season, though, man. Now is not the time to stop drinking.
I
It's
just picked
good
up my
luck.
beer advent calendar yesterday. December 1st, I am having a craft beer a day.
Same beer,
for 24 days.
So different beer for 24.
I'm going to
'Cause
get
I've
one
seen-
this year. I've never had one of those this year. I'm going to get one this year.
It's you know what? I should have. There's this lovely couple that they go and
They make them.
procure them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they procure them and they give you the legend, the
Oh, that's
map.
lovely.
list
Lovely
of
couple.
everyone.
You don't want to say the awesome people that do it or what?
Oh, Crystal and Eric Flagstad.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Because our boy
Give them a
Danger
shout
Suede-
out, man. They do a lot.
Yeah.
I've never done it because
More
I'm not
props.
a
More
big
props to Crystal than Eric. That's what I'm told to say.
Yeah.
Crystal, if you're listening.
Because our boy Danger Suede also sent me on an adventure for a holiday season wine kit.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do the wine.
make your own-
the
the what?
wine
What do you mean?
No, it's-
advent calendar. Because
It's not an
a lot of
advent calendar.
consumption.
It's like a sampling that he told me that I should get for the holidays. You get 12 bottles in this case.
Do you know what the problem with a beer advent
You gotta
calendar?
drink them in 24
Gotta
days.
drink them all.
The problem with a beer advent calendar for me is
No problem.
Is if I have a beer that usually having my first beer is usually like starting the lawnmower. You get to work now. You can't just have one. You know what I'm saying? So I usually have to have that beer, and then
that's-
I try to parlay that into maybe a rum and eggnog, or maybe a.
But that's
maybe,
what you got to learn. You got to learn just to be a one and done guy.
I'm 42 years old, man. I'm not learning any new things about myself
You
when
can
it
learn-
comes
you
to
can
my
learn to be a one and done.
intakes.
Oh, line in the sand.
Sometimes fire up the lawnmower, but not every time.
But see, Chalmers, and that was my thing too, though, is that I was finding myself like, I have a beer with dinner, and then I'm like, lawnmower's fired up.
Maybe a glass of wine now.
Yeah, and
Next thing you know, the
I'd have
bottle's
a couple,
empty.
and then before I go to bed, and it's like, one more quickly. And now I'm trying to curb out the ones that I would.
And you're
call,
smoking a joint on the
one
front
where you have to
steps.
go,
Yeah.
maybe one more. That voice.
Just quick
Yeah,
bump,
I'm
too.
trying to curb all the other ones that I probably don't need to have.
Then you're playing VLTs at your local pub at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday. It's a runaway. It's not. Maybe advent calendars aren't for everybody.
It's a gateway drug, man.
2 Christmases ago, my girlfriend made me a custom one. She
That's nice.
made the whole
Are
advent
they all
box herself.
Molson Canadians?
No, they were all different craft beers that she knew I liked.
An advent calendar of 40s.
The only thing I don't know about an advent calendar of beers is there's a lot of them that I just really dislike.
But it's good to still have them and then know why you dislike them.
But that's a good thing. Is if you dislike it, then you're not really starting the lawnmower that night because you probably just dump it out and you're like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because it's only
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Otherwise, my advent calendar is just a 24 pack of Bud Lights, you know?
Yeah, I
And
like
then you're just
to-
having a beer a day, and then you're
Yeah.
just really like,
I like
not
to
really an
adventure.
advent calendar
and
thing
when
anymore.
it's in an advent calendar, it doesn't count.
Yeah. I'll buy that.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
And yeah.
So we try to do like Sunday dinners on lots of Sundays, right? With family or friends or something. And so last night seemed to be like the perfect storm of just, I'm going to start up. Let's all have a beer while we make dinner. And then all of a sudden we're having rums and eggnogs and a
That's the
couple
lawnmower
ryes
starting.
and we're playing crib and feels like a Friday night.
Oh,
and boy,
man, that really sets up for a good Monday.
It's
eh?
a good scenario.
I
It's a
love-
nice
Be
little Sunday.
present. Be present
Yeah.
in the moment sometimes.
Exactly. Had
I
a fire
love this.
crackling. God,
Yes.
Christmas season. Jesus, it just.
Last night I
I'm
put up my
excited.
tree at my place, and just all of a sudden one eggnog turned into, well, I was having a
That's
couple.
what happens.
You know?
That's what happens.
Had to.
And tis the season, you know? So
Of course.
that's what January's for. I mean,
Dry January.
Dry January.
you don't go dry. I mean,
Except for the 3 days we're in Vegas.
Those will not
Are
be
you
dry.
still coming to Vegas? Or are you
and
gonna
when
find a way to
you're
weasel
in,
out of that?
I'm not going to find a way to weasel out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to find a way to weasel out of it. But I'm not going to be able to come to the Toronto thing, I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys are going to be going to Toronto, Vegas. I mean, fuck, how many trips do you guys need in January?
We're not doing Toronto in January.
It's in March.
Toronto's on March 11th. Thank you for the segue. March 11th, March 10th to 12th. Mm-hmm. Powered by our friends at AMA Financial, our experience provider for this nation vacation.
It's a
season.
bougie one, too.
We go on bougie to
AMA
Teal.
Financial.
That's right. Have you heard of them?
Fantastic organization.
Well, actually, to be honest, they really make our life a lot easier than like planning all this travel. They take it all off our plate. Because of them, they're able to get us maybe deals that we couldn't get, especially on the hotel. We're staying at the Royal York. Royal York's like ain't cheap, but thanks to AMA Financial, they were able to make like.
It's where the Queen used to stay, I heard.
Oh, it is a Royal. She's been there.
AMA
Actually, Prince Charles,
Financial?
I've stayed there. I've seen photos of them in the hotel.
Is it AMA Travel?
AMA Travel.
No, it's the insurance section
Well,
of AMA.
but
that
also,
does it.
well, hey, they're a basket of services, Chalmers. It's snowing outside. Car might break down, might need a boost. AMA's got
I
you.
have an AMA membership. I just don't turn this into me.
While you're waiting for your boost
busting on
in minus
AMA.
30, you'd be like, shit,
Like, you turn
it's
this into me
cold. I need to go to
busting.
Mexico. AMA Travel. Boom. Car boost turns into Mexico trip, all under the AMA umbrella.
Pay all your speeding tickets for the year when you register your car. Does anybody else do that, or do you pay
Yes.
your speeding tickets as you go?
It's the dumbest
No.
thing I continue to do.
I
and
continue
don't
to
know
do
why.
it too, and
I pay the stupid tax
Yep.
every year.
Yep, everyone.
I've been getting caught with photo radars lately.
Oh, is it because you're driving a fast vehicle?
No, because they've dropped a bunch of the speed limits to 50 kilometers an hour around the city. I just find that to be too slow, so I don't even recognize 50 kilometers an hour.
They are like relentless and ruthless these days. Like, we were going to a 7:30 practice on Saturday morning at Bill Hunter Arena, and they had photo radar out front of Bill Hunter at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. What are we doing?
Well, ever since
What are we doing
they've
here?
turned
What
most
are
of
we
the photo
doing?
radars into those yellow trucks,
Well, it's good you can see them, but
photo
like
radar sales have gone down. So they got to cast
Yeah,
a
but
bigger net. They got to try and get
they're
you.
putting up more
What are
and
we
more
doing,
red
though?
light cams to get you every day.
That's where
I
I
got
got
one
caught
on
twice.
175th.
A red light.
And 175th Street and 100th Ave,
cheap.
like in between 170th and 178th, when you pass the McDonald's on 178th, and then like the Home Depot's on the right, the Lowe's is on the, or whatever, that's Walmart or whatever it is. No, it's a superstore or something.
Okay.
Anyways, never used to be there. So like now there's one at 178th.
And you were just
175th.
running red lights freely.
No, I didn't. No, we got a speeding ticket.
Oh.
I was going 71 and a 60.
Yeah, that's why I
That
got.
would be
71 and a 60.
I got 61 and a 50 by the
It
by
is
the baseball
most
diamond.
frustrating thing.
That one's got me once before. Never
You know which
again.
one's been getting me? Like, got me. God, on the way there and on the way back, I was going to United Cycle, and I had to go down like Fox Drive, right across from the Equine Center, like right when you're getting to the Equine Center.
Yeah.
I got one going there and coming back, same day, hour apart.
Oh, the double dinker. That's why I like driving like a bigger truck. It just
It doesn't promote speed. Yeah.
I kind of don't even notice that I'm not driving that fast, and I don't miss like where when I've had faster cars. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta force that. I gotta go. This
Yeah.
thing-
Yeah,
this
if
thing
you,
wants
if
to
you put if you put the pedal down, the old Alfa Romeo, we're taking off.
well, you don't even have to put it down. It's designed to go. Like
Yeah.
you just kind of
It just looks fast.
give it a little gentle nudge.
I was driving my sister somewhere in the Nation truck the other day, and she compared it to riding a horse. She was like, it tends to gallop. Like, you know, sometimes you'll go and the wheels are just going like, woo. And you're so high up.
I need
She's
to
like,
take
Do
that in.
you know how I knew I needed to go on a diet?
How?
About 2 weeks ago, I was driving down the Anthony Henday between Collingwood Road and Cameron Heights,
Okay.
and
the locker jiggle?
however they decided to pave this thing, it's got small little bumps. So when you're going like 100, it's just constant. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in my stomach? My locker was going up and down, driving me crazy, made me feel horrible mentally.
They built that road. I think they did it with like cement and not asphalt. Or
Yeah,
something.
but they did the ridges like they did it with some sort of like anti-icing idea in mind, like that this would ice up less because of the way they paved it.
But it'll warp more.
It's
Thing is, like all the surrounding area, they put these highways through like bogs and shit. You got to go like airport runway level of like paving, where they're like 8 feet into the ground because those things can't afford to warp because precious cargo is landing on the regular.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's okay that you I just envision one of those old 50s machines that you sit that go around your belt.
Oh, the belt. Yeah.
That's supposed to,
I saw one of those recently. You know who? Global Studios has one of those in their green room that you could use. Like, it's still operational. You could put it on, you stand on it, and the bottom shakes and the rope shakes. It is the weirdest. And especially you're supposed to lose weight. Somehow. I don't get it. Anyways.
Maybe it just mixes up your insides so you don't feel like eating.
That's probably what it does. It makes you vomit what you've eaten.
Yeah.
And
So you want, Jay, all the highways to run 8 feet deep into the ground?
I mean,
why not?
Portions of this hour brought to you by our new advertiser, the Asphalt Corporation. Why is that shit 8 feet deep?
Yeah, border paving.
Asphalt.
As an uncontracted member of the Oilers Nation team, when's our Christmas party, boys?
December 21st.
Oh yeah, where are we doing it?
Oh, we're going to Soho Yeg.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're going to Soho. Soho Yeg's their social handles. Please follow them.
Yeah.
We're going to watch a game.
Okay.
We're going to crush some za.
Good.
And there might be some pre-curricular.
Do a show on that stage?
Well,
what's the 21st? What day is that?
We'll do live band karaoke.
Oh, we can sing?
Sure, making it up. Jared has a meeting with Soho in like 2 hours there to plan everything. So
what are we gonna sing?
Sing what you want.
Remember me and you used to sing
Guido and Slick.
Guido and Slick. We used to sing.
Stage name, Tyler.
Well, B-52's Love Shack. We sang that a lot.
Yeah.
You'd sing the man parts, and I'd sing the lady parts.
You know what? And I'm so happy I did this. Like, this is more for me than it is for her, but she's jiving to it. I got Crawford loving Aqua.
Oh, yes.
So we were away in Jasper this weekend. Shout out to Tourism Jasper and JPL for just an awesome weekend. Crawford was like kind of just getting unsettled before dinner. And I turned on Aqua.
What song? Candyman?
I am the Candyman. That was one of the songs that ended up playing. But the funny thing is it got the whole house going. Like, it had.
It's a party starter.
Her mom, her dad, who's like very reserved Polish guy who doesn't like show emotion. He's dancing.
That album was a bad time to Candyman.
That album's got 5 songs in a row that will get the party started. I'm telling you this.
We listen to so much Aqua now, and
roses are red and violets are blue. Remember that part? God, I love that song. I'm gonna bring out some Aqua this Christmas season.
Oh yeah,
at a party. They're balloons
there's no
for a
such
party.
Thing as too much Aqua. Tyler, Aqua fan?
Ish, meh.
See,
respect the talent, not a fan.
Respect the talent.
Just I know they're like a one hit. They're that one.
My favorite is an unexpected Aqua in the wild.
Yeah.
Example. Nation vacation to Vegas. We went down to Fremont Street, ended up watching a cover band. All of a sudden, the cover band starts playing Aqua. Jay hits the dance floor.
Immediately.
All of a sudden, a whole party starts because of the Aqua. It was an unexpected Aqua in the wild.
They're like the ABBA of their time, man. The
Ace of Base.
They make it. Well, Ace of Base didn't get you on the D floor.
It's
Ace
true.
of Base was catchy, good music. Aqua just like changes your state of mind.
Yeah, it does. It makes you less likely to worry about whether or not you're a good dancer or a bad dancer.
It makes your 72-year-old granddad dance.
Yeah. Well, good. Christmas party. Exciting.
Episode 432 of Nation Real Life, as always, brought to you by DoorDash and Noodle Noodle. I used DoorDash yesterday during the Canada match.
What'd you get?
Oh, the Canada match.
I ordered in some chicken.
Some morning chicken?
It was like noon by the time we ordered food.
Can we talk about something? Can we stop with the we made history because we scored a goal?
But we did.
It doesn't matter. We lost 3-1.
4-1.
4-1.
So 4-1. Even where exactly.
But Canada's done something they've never done before.
They're blazing a trail.
We made history, Chalmers.
But don't
we did it.
only talk about. I swear to God,
We did it.
We did it. Oh,
We
cool.
made it.
We scored a
We did it.
goal.
We made
Scored
history.
1 goal.
Yeah, that was a pretty fucking awesome goal.
It was. There's nothing that.
Okay, but this is something like our country on the men's side has never been good at this sport, and it's the most popular sport in the world, and it's global.
Ever, right?
And And we are building something here where our country is going to be a regular at this tournament for decades.
So your feeling after watching them tie Belgium, right?
They lost to Belgium.
Oh my God, they went 0-2, and we're building to something. They got beat 4-1.
Do you know nothing about this?
No.
We made history.
It's Canadian.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's Canadian history. You know, this is like the second time ever they've been in the World Cup, right? First time in 30-some years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And you
Last
like
time
how
you just
unimpressed
shut
you
up,
are.
son.
make it through the make it through the stage.
You know when you watch the World
make it through the stage.
You know when you watch
level.
the World Juniors and like
Sure.
Slovenia will get a chance to go to the medal round and they'll go nuts? Do you think there's people in there who are sitting there being like, I'm just going to lose to Canada? It's
Hold the
embarrassing.
phone. What did you just say? Slovenia went to the medal.
Yeah, and that's different. Like
We lost 2 games. We lost our first 2
We
games.
made it to the World Cup, Chalmers.
Yeah,
Oh, let's
That is not an
made
accomplishment.
history.
In your
What
eyes,
city-
that's not an accomplishment.
What city is the parade going to be in? Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary? Which one?
So it's all or nothing for you.
No,
Either
it's not
you're
all
the
or
best at
nothing. Just
something
win a
or
game.
you'll piss on it.
Well, they still
Win
have
a
to play
game.
Morocco.
Win a fucking
They'll
game.
probably beat Morocco.
Chalmers.
Well,
did
Morocco
you
beat
see
Belgium.
Yeah, they did.
Chalmers, Mark Spector, a good dear friend of the show, tweeted yesterday that Alphonso Davies' parents came to sports, what's it called?
Sports Central.
Yep.
Yeah, Sports Central to get bikes for their kids so they could go to soccer practice because the parents had to work and couldn't take them.
What does
And
that
that
have to do with
motherfucker
me not
is
thinking that
now-
Canada was successful?
Because
Like, I'm not
Davies,
fucking around
Fair
saying that
music.
these
That's
guys.
pretty
Alphonso
amazing.
Davies
You gotta
scored the
acknowledge.
goal.
That was
That was
History,
great.
son.
That was fantastic.
You
I
just
love-
said it wasn't.
I said it was great, but we don't have to keep just only. If you go to any news media all day yesterday and all night last night, they would. We made history. This was history. This is great.
It's never been done before.
And then let's go to hockey. They wouldn't say, but we've got a long way to go because we lost 4-1.
No, because they're
and we
looking-
lost.
They're looking at the other way.
Hey.
We've come a long way.
You know when those countries that don't have snow make it in the Winter Olympics and like the person comes out for the bobsled, they're wearing like old baseball cleats and shit, and they're just like happy to
Okay.
be there?
Sure.
That's us at the World Cup, son.
Sure. So here's my thing
You
then.
made history,
If we want, you know what I think maybe I would have been a little bit less likely to feel this way if it wasn't just like only taking the one small, like they got a lot of shots again. They look good. They got the good shots, but then all their defense fell apart.
They got dominated.
But if Herdman and this Croatia thing didn't happen, and there wasn't like this, we go in and it's like, oh my God, Canada's going to prove something here. 12th ranked Croatia. That is not an easy game. Whatever he says in the huddle gets picked up. It happens. And Croatia takes it to the next level. That's great.
They were the runner-up at the last one.
They were the runner-up at the last one, right? So it's like, but you, like, with saying that, there was a lot of like extracurriculars before the game even happened. That put pressure on them, don't you think?
Chalmers,
Yeah,
what you're failing to
maybe.
realize is that we made history.
And I don't like the idea of you shitting on the idea on
We did it.
we made history thing because I think for the men's side of this program we
I'm
did.
not- okay.
There are so many people in this country who are diehard soccer fans who do not or have never cheered for Canada at the World Cup, right? Like
Yep,
they
never.
would be cheering for where their grandparents are from or something
Yep.
like that, or picking
Sure.
a random
Just
country.
tell the full story. That's all. We made history. Yes.
We did it.
But we still lost both
End
of our
of
games
story.
so far.
but we made
Well, they
it.
didn't
there.
deny that.
Yeah.
They didn't, buddy. Did
It's
you
not
watch
like this is-
any?
it's
Did you
not
watch
like-
any of the highlights from last night's sports shows? Sports Center, Sports Central.
They're talking about how
I
Canada's
watched the
eliminated from the
90
events,
minute
but
We
they've made history.
special on TSN.
They really, really glossed over the fact that we have some work to do. They really, really. If it was
you
a 4-minute
enjoy
story,
the moment,
3 minutes and 58
Your Red Truck
seconds
enjoys a
of it
Pepsi
was
Max.
we
You
made
enjoy
history,
it?
and 2 seconds of it was.
Enjoy it.
But we lost. Let's go to
I
hockey.
demand you enjoy it.
Whatever. I'm proud of them. Good. We're in the World Cup. It was exciting, buddy. Maybe I'm just disappointed because I really caught the fever. Like we were up.
Did you?
Yeah, but I'm disappointed.
history.
And then when I'm disappointed and I'm like, fuck, like that's that team. They
Chalmers must have made a big bet on it or
didn't look
something.
great against
I,
Croatia in the
bet
last
on
half of the
Canada
game.
to win the
At
World
least
Cup?
address that.
I
Instead
nailed
of
Think we would
just
win the World Cup,
pounding the
Chalmers?
table
Was that
saying
your impression?
we made history. I think it's fucking awesome. I think Alphonso Davies is one of the people in this country that I'm the most proud of, because you can say, like, I said to my boys, I'm like, we got one of the most talented, like, best soccer players in the world right now.
Yep.
And that's amazing. And just watch him. Like, did you see how far he ran on that goal? Unbelievable.
Insane.
Like,
If I
insane.
can say one thing to the Chalmers boys, it's we made history.
Alphonso Davies
like-
might win the Canadian Athlete of the Year because of that one goal.
He should.
And just don't make them the team of the year then.
Okay.
Because they didn't win a game. But that was Canadian Athlete of the Year. Go for it. I love it. That'd be great. I'm just saying, tell the whole story. Tell the whole story. We made history, yes. But
We did.
we didn't do a lot of other things
They
great.
more or less
making
dominated
history.
Belgium, one of the higher ranked countries in the world. I know the rankings are kind of shite, but
No participation.
Am I by
medals.
myself here again? I feel like I'm on my own here.
You're on an island.
Oh, because it's just not the popular thing to do. Oh, shit on Canada after a couple wins. Or a couple
The rest of
losses,
us
I mean.
enjoy
No,
life,
it's just not.
Chalmers.
Yeah, you guys are just playing it.
it's just different. It's relative to
enjoying our lives.
expectations. They weren't even supposed to qualify for this World Cup.
Why not?
Because
the exact issue is
So are you
Side.
telling me that
Discuss.
there's a chance we won't qualify like in 4 years?
No, because
we're here to stay now. Like
Hell
that
yeah.
was a statement. We're here to stay.
we had a lead on Croatia and we outplayed Belgium. Like, we are here to stay.
We did.
We lost the game 4-1.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God!
We were
Can we
winning the game
fucking
for
wake
30
up?
minutes.
Get our heads out of the sand here.
Your
What is your
Amtrak, please make sure this
problem?
is called We Made
Nothing.
History.
I just.
Chalmers hates Canada. That's what it should be called.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God! You guys are.
history.
Oh, they didn't come first. They didn't win. Well, I'm not going to be
That's not. I'm just saying.
I'm only on the bandwagon if they go all the way.
Chalmers like Ricky Bobby
if
here.
they didn't make it through the group stages, but yet they didn't lose 4-1 and 1-0, and let's just say if they lose all their games, you're going to tell me that you're going to say that was successful just to make it there,
Yes.
just to be involved.
1,000%.
Okay, I guess I don't know enough about this because
To me, I thought about it as I was watching the game. Like, how much is soccer going to grow in this country over the next 4 years?
This was so monumental.
because of
Huge.
watching
You will
those guys
point back,
at the
yes.
World Cup.
beautiful, great. I'm wrong.
Good.
The Toronto Raptors didn't win a championship in the Vince Carter days, but Canada is doing the shit they're doing at FIBA, and Canada's producing basketball stars because of those Vince Carter Raptors, even
It's
though they never
pronounced
won.
Yeah, and
FIFA,
Toronto made it
you're
to, and
FIFA.
Toronto won. Yeah, great, and they won it. So
Eventually, yeah.
we'll see in 16 years after the next 3 World Cups when we're still doing this podcast.
If they don't
We
win
will
one
see.
by
How could it
then,
be more
We will
personal
see.
than Alphonso Davies being from Edmonton? What more do you want, Chalmers?
What more do I want? I don't have any
The good
gripe
stories
about
happened.
this.
Made
I think you
history.
guys are misunderstanding my gripe. My gripe is that when you discuss that we made history in scoring a goal,
We did it.
at least say, but
we suck.
we lost, but we lost the game.
We fucking suck, but we score.
Never said we sucked. Just said we lost the game. At least address it. That we have some work to
But
do.
like that, where did they not admit that they lost the game?
That's what it's not like. It's not
what
like
do
this
you
is North
trying to-
Korea. It's not like we came out and we're like, well, Canada's won the World Cup, everyone.
This isn't propaganda. They're not trying to
They-
pretend like it didn't happen.
Did you watch TV yesterday?
Yes.
I don't know.
I watched the post game and I heard it come out of James Duthie's mouth.
You know what I'm proud about?
Esquire.
You know what? Why I'm proud to be Canadian today? Davis Cup.
Hey, Davis Cup,
That's
hell
legit.
yeah.
Winning the Davis Cup was legit.
that is legit.
Monumental.
The hell is the Davis
Shapovalov,
Cup?
Felix, my boy. What's the other one's name? The other guy?
Vasek Pospisil.
Pospisil. Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this, doubles tennis?
No. It's it's a weird format where you have to win so many points, right? And the first one to win them wins the Davis Cup.
All right. Before we wrap up this podcast, we got to pause for a quick ad because we're late on doing that. We also need to give some love to our friends at Alfa Romeo of Edmonton, AMA Travel, who we talked about with our trips coming up, Tourism Jasper, and the FIS Snowboard Big Air
$10
World
wash.
Cup.
$10 wash.
Concrete Corporation.
$10
and also
minimum.
shout
You
out
ain't getting anything
Concrete.
clean for under $10.
I had to wash my car on Wednesday and it's now the $3 wash is now $4. RIP $3.
Thanks, Trudeau.
And yeah, come join us in Toronto. Check it out, nationgear.ca. I believe we just launched a few weeks ago. We're like 27% sold. So that's exciting.
Put a bow on this. I think I'm disappointed that that we have nothing to cheer for
No,
with
you're
the
a
World Cup
grouch.
anymore. I think I'm just really disappointed.
Am I
And
sad that Canada's no longer
well, I
in the
am.
tournament?
I know
Yes.
I am. Yeah, because when they scored the second goal and the commentators were like, their hopes are hanging on by a thread, I was actively I was more depressed after that statement than I was before. They scored another one, and I started to get kind of angry, to be honest with you. Like, I was like, fuck. Like, I was excited for this. You said, no, 38 years in the making, or whatever the hell TSM was saying, and like,
Well, it was.
they put a lot of expectation for a guy like me who is a fringe, and I will repeat that, fringe soccer fan. I don't know anything about it. But when we make it to the World Cup, a lot of not success and one little success, I don't think.
Maybe
the last time they made the
Chalmers
World
would
Cup,
have-
they
Davies
did
header
score,
went in
right?
Chalmers, and I was on the phone to the trophy store. I was on the phone to the trophy store within minutes and said, make me a plaque that says we made history, and then put 2022 on it, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn to live in the moment.
Who are you
gotta learn to
cheering
have
for
a little
now?
Smile. Maybe have a Pepsi Max.
Since I was a kid in the 1994 Italia World Cup, I
Baggio.
became I had two kits. I had a
That's
Roberto
very courageous
Baggio
of you to get
jersey.
behind.
So you're rooting for Italy at the World Cup?
No, they're not there.
Exactly.
They're not there. They are not there.
Good.
You know who is, though?
England.
Canada.
Yeah, right. Okay, good.
We made history.
I think you needed the pre-tournament pep talk that
I
Liam
have-
gave me.
Who
'Cause
gave it to you?
Liam did.
Okay.
He told me what to expect from Canada going into the World Cup.
Okay.
And so far, he's been right.
Okay.
It's like F1.
So to answer your question though, I do still actively have English soccer jerseys, and so I cheer for England.
Actively, meaning what? They're
I have them.
You
I
own
literally own them
You
right
ready
now.
to hear a hell of a take?
David Beckham jersey from a Halloween costume.
No, I have that one, but I have another one. I have a Harry Kane jersey.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you really?
That's
Yeah.
relevant.
Oh,
That's
where?
pretty cool. That's legit.
Oh yeah. Well, I've as a kid, me and my family's from England.
Yeah.
So that was just like the team. But Italy, I mean, Roberto Baggio was like singly like one of the coolest people I'd ever seen. His long flowing hair.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
after he kicked the ball square over the net, I still loved him.
I want to get your guys' take on this take from Frank Saravalli did on the DFO Rundown, who saw the tweet from Bar Down. I was like, now that Canada's out, who are you rooting for? And Frank was like, I was stunned and disappointed that more Canadians weren't saying they're rooting for the U.S.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why would we?
Frank.
Yeah, I don't.
France.
No.
He was just
No.
like, I'm really
No.
disappointed that there's not more.
No.
No.
I was like, Frankie.
We
That's
made
like if
history,
Edmonton
Frank.
got
You did not.
out of the playoffs and you started to cheer for Calgary
Yeah.
because
no,
you wanted
no.
an Alberta
is-
team to win.
Jeez, that's such an American mindset.
Yeah.
That we would flock to the States.
I'd rather not watch the games
I'm-
than cheer for the U.S.
Who's better, Pulisic or Davies? Davies? Are they different?
I don't watch enough.
Me
Who's
neither.
Pulisic?
Isn't he like the Americans' best player?
Oh, fuck. Well, I don't care about Team USA.
But you don't care about the World Cup if you don't know who the best player on another team is. Do you know who the best player on Brazil is?
Neymar, yes.
Cameroon.
Neymar.
Pele.
That guy Richlerson, or however you say his last name, who scored the fucking bicycle kick goal,
That
the
was
bleach blonde hair.
Sexy.
Oh my God.
Neymar's
so good.
injured. Chalmers. He hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a bowl. It looked like he had
No,
a
he's-
baseball underneath
he
his
is,
skin.
He's got the worst.
Yeah, I don't know
dives.
anything about soccer either.
He's got
I'm going
the
to be
worst dives
completely
in
honest.
soccer.
So my take could be completely wrong, but I just feel, I feel disappointed right now because we were, as a family, we, it's just like, World Juniors. I'm not into that junior hockey as much as I'd like to be maybe, but around Christmas time, junior hockey is I don't watch any college basketball, but March Madness, I am in. I am invested. That is just the amount of time that a person has to like really pay attention to all the sports. You pay attention to the big events. And so with this one, I guess it just was so quick and it was just like,
quick.
it was,
Yeah, I agree with
it
that.
was
It
just
was
quick. And I think I'm just disappointed. So
Yeah, no, it's okay to be disappointed. Like I'm with you, Charles. I wish they came out of the group stage, but like you have to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, the game within Canada is taking a giant step forward. We're now kind of laying the foundation. We're only going to get better. The women's are like way further along in the trajectory, but you're seeing kind of the effect they have now on the world stage. Like they're a top tier team, so it's exciting to see. So now that Canada's out, I'll also have some Great Britain roots.
yep.
I'm also assuming that England has dedicated this World Cup to the passing of the Queen. So there's a lot of juju there. So I'm gonna cheer for England.
Maybe
I'll cheer for England too, because watching Liam pace around this room the other day was one of the funniest fucking things that I've seen.
Yes, and it's for Liam as well.
But I guess if I was gonna pinpoint, I guess another mistake that I made going into this, it wasn't to really become clear on what my expectations would be for them. Because I was kind of buying into the hype of the hype videos and thinking that maybe there was an actual chance for us.
I drank the Kool-Aid thing and they'd come out of the group stage.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so how many teams make the World Cup?
32.
And so where would Canada be ranked out of 32?
Probably pretty low.
In the 20s, high 20s.
High 20s?
Maybe
Bottom third for sure.
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, bottom third for sure.
Sure. But even you see Saudi Arabia have a historical game for them. You
they're
see
legit.
Morocco beat Belgium.
Morocco's
And so,
low key
that, I
legit
guess-
though. Liam told us to be concerned about Morocco.
All right, we got to wrap this bad boy up here.
Go England.
Go Oilers.
Go
Oilers.
Oilers. Hopefully the Oil can make it 2 in a row tonight. That'd be great. All right.
And if they lose,
We made history,
they made
Chalmers.
history.
Woo!
What's the Monday Night Football game tonight?
Steelers Colts.
Oh my! They couldn't flex out of that. I guess you can't flex Monday nights,
And
eh?
it's only week 12, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be a wrap on the show. Go Oilers, everybody. We'll talk again on Thursday.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.